Hi guys, welcome to another edition of the Poultry. My name is Kay Ugwede and today I have with me in the studio Grace.
Grace is called Grace.
Hi Grace.
Hi Kay.
TGIF.
Yeah, TGIF.
Yeah, thank God it's Friday. Alright, so welcome to another edition of the show. Today we are simply asking the question: are you wicked for not giving money to street beggars in Lagos?
Like I remember when I was younger, and like I would probably maybe because the only place that I got to go was like from home to school, school to home, and like on my own. So I remember when I would be in a taxi and someone would just like come to the side. Like the side mirror, and it's like, hey, please help me. I need a certain amount of money and all. And usually, because I'm a student, I don't have much money to spare. And even at those times that I did have extra money to spare, I would remember the stories like people have told me in the past, like, oh, if you give the person money, you give the person, or you give the person your destiny, or things like that. I don't want to give someone my destiny over 20 naira or something. I mean, I believe those stories so much because, like, people want to, they know so person that when they something will happen to you, or they'll just scam you, maybe they'll jazz you, you give them all the money you have. And I'm not ready to give you all my pocket money, for Christ's sakes. My pocket money is for me. So, those stories, they influenced my giving alms. But at that moment when I see them, and some of them will even have some kind of maybe sickness or something. Some usually carry like placards, they'll have something written on it, or maybe I'm deaf, or something like that.
Yeah. And
I usually feel like, I usually felt rather very guilty. Let me not lie, Shabon. After everything happened, but after that particular incident, and I go somewhere else.
Forget. Life goes on.
Yeah, but usually yes.
Well, I don't know, but yeah, there are like a lot of them, and I think particularly in Lagos, because I've been in Lagos for let's say 3 or 4 years now, for a stretch, at a long stretch. I've always lived in Enugu, and in Enugu you see street beggars, but I don't know, like it's not like I saw so many of them on the streets. The people you would see mostly are people who are mad or people who are clearly homeless, so they're looking haggard. It seems like they have their senses around, their wits about them a bit, but that something is not right, And then there are this other set of Niger kids who used to move around then, and
those kids
literally clutch you, like the firm grips hold you until either somebody who is just a passerby and there are so many people who are just angry with their presence. So like if somebody does not tell them, come and leave that man alone, they will hold you until you bring out something. But it was in Lagos that I started to see able-bodied women and men just going about and asking people for money. And I, for one, I just find it. I used to 15 naira here, 100 naira there. I used to give, but I just, for me, I've come to I have this mentality that like, what will my 15 naira do for you? Yeah. But the thing is, yes, a collective 15 naira can help somebody's life. True. If we're frank. But then I will not give you money if I can see clearly that you're able to help yourself, and I don't think I'm wicked for that. I'm sorry, because for me it just hurts me. If you come to this street here just like if there's one in Kate Gates now, for instance, so every time you're passing you see little kids every day. They're on bare feet, they're hurrying around, hopping from one car to the other, asking for money. Uncle, help me now. Auntie, your sister, your makeup is fine, give me money now. Auntie, your hair is fine, give me money now. And then you walk a little bit further and you see their mothers, just seated around that bend as you're bending off into Lekki Express, and they're just seated and they're gisting. They're not blind, they're not deaf, they have their legs, they have their hands. And I'm wondering, what are you doing here? How are you endangering the life of your kids, you know, just because you want to, you know, make money. You know, and I also ask, where are the fathers of these children? Because you never really see men do these things. Yeah. You see women carrying their children, new babies. I've seen a woman with her newborn babies, honestly.
There's something that...
on the floor.
It's something that shocked me one time. That was in like...
I was shocked.
That was when I was trying to... I was going for post-CME. I was going to... what was the school again? What was this? Covenant. So along that Otta road, and that was the first time that was the first time I'd properly come to Lagos, like just past the intro. So we got to Otta. There was like a very heavy hold up, and there was this young woman. She shouldn't be more than 20. She shouldn't even be more than 27. Young lady, like well dressed. She had like Ankara clothes, top puba, and like I think either a wrapper or a skirt. I can't remember clearly. And this one, she had 2 kids with her, 2 kids, and she brought them like to the hold up. They were all dressed normally, like well looking, like looking fine. And she brought them and the next thing she was begging. And I remember being baffled. I was like, why? Why is this woman looks very like there was nothing wrong with her. And she brought her twin kids. They were begging, the 3 of them, and these kids were small. I can't remember how. I can't even remember exactly, but they were small kids.
I think the wickedness is on their part for me. Because I don't know how you give birth to children who did not ask to be born. Because you're the one that went to marry, you're the one that went to have sex and give birth to children. And they will now come. You now use them as leverage and be moving around Lagos under this hot sun. And use them as begging.
And those kids are mean sometimes. Because sometimes if you don't give them the money, they insult you.
I remember that's how they've learned to survive.
Yeah, I remember this time too.
Very rash sort of behavior that they just pick up from the streets.
Yeah, there was this one time at Nsoka Wiki Market. I went to buy something like normal student thing with my friend. And this is very cute, and they're always very cute, the Nigerian ones. She was very cute. I was just looking at her hair, such beautiful hair, what a waist that she's walking around them. And they speak Igbo better than even the people that I know.
They've lived there all their lives.
And this girl asked did she even ask for money first? She grabbed me by the waist. This is a small girl of maybe highest 12 or 13. I could not break free from her grip. My friend, like I caused a scene that day because I kept screaming for her because naturally I don't like people grabbing me anyhow. And then this girl, I'm not sorry to say, but she looked so unkempt. I don't know where she has been, and she just grabbed me. And I was trying so hard to I knew I would give her, I promised to give her money. I was saying, okay, just let me go and I'll give you the money. This girl grabbed me. She risked leaving me. I wanted to break out crying. I didn't know what to. I was frustrated. I didn't want to. I couldn't hit her because I'm not that. Yeah, I mean, and that would have been just so rude. People had to come and drag her from me. And I kept wondering, why do these kids, is it that their parents beat them up?
Yeah, I think. So someone has told me that they actually have like cartels. You know the way you have drug cartels, where you have bosses and you have cliques and stuff, and you report to an oga. Someone has told me that these beggars in Lagos have like begging cartels like this. So it's like they send you out and tell you today, make sure you bring back 500 naira or make sure you bring back 1,000 naira. They don't want to know how you did it. They don't want to know where you go. Whatever you do, shall just come back with 1,000 naira. So I think sometimes that's why you see them. That's why you see the kids urgently. So you can give one person, and then you turn around and like all of them are rushed to your window and they're asking you for their own money. Because I believe like they should have some of them are supposedly giving targets. So go home and make sure you bring this amount home. Go out, make sure you bring this amount home. But I think it's just wrong. The government has cleared beggars from the roads. I think they've done that once in Lagos. I can't remember exactly when, but then with the whole recession thing, it seems like the numbers actually doubled. And this one is not even this one is not like people. So like able-bodied people who just come out and they're begging on the roads.
And like I would want to like comfortably blame the government like we always do. Although of course the government has a role to play in this, but I feel that like as an individual, if you don't have money, I feel there's a need for you to get up and look for something to do. There are things you can do that you don't need so much money to start with. You can start selling recharge cards. You can start
cooking. For me, it's like
you can sell.
Beg for 1 month. I agree. You don't have capital, Abi. Beg for 1 month.
Use the money.
Gather that money and do something with
Open
it.
a little kiosk.
Because for me, I think it's just laziness. So let's even leave the fact that we know things are hard. Of course, things are hard. We know the government is not helping. Of course, the government is not helping. Like they never help. But to just sit down and fold your hands, it's not like I can't even speak for the people who are, disabled and stuff. Nigeria is a tough country as it is. If you now have, natural things that are already limiting your chances at survival, that's just bad for you. But that you have your legs, you have your senses about you, you have your hands, you have your eyes, and you decide that, we should be doing GoFundMe for you every day. GoFundMe. That's very wrong. That's very wrong. How about these people? Have you met these ones that just come? Okay, so let me tell you what happened. I was working in Apapa then. So I was going back. I was living in Ikeja then. So I was going back to Ikeja. So under the Ikeja bridge, it's like a very popular bus stop. So I'm just walking. I walk very fast when I'm walking, especially when the place is very crowded. Because if you waste time, if someone's opening your bag or something, it's just like, so I walk very fast. So I'm walking and I notice that somebody is really walking like very close to me. I turn, I see this girl, I keep moving, like maybe there's no space on the walkway, let me walk faster for her to move. She's still following me like close. I'm like, okay, I turn my back, I move my back to the other hand. And then she's now moving and touching me and I'm like, I stop, like, what is it? Can I help you? It's money that she just left her office. No, that she left her office.
Oh my god.
And she doesn't have transfer money to go home.
Oh my god.
And I'm like, you left your office and you're asking me for money.
How the hell? How did that happen?
How did you not ask the colleagues that you know for money to go home? They would have had a better chance of giving money. And you're just asking me.
That is
well-dressed young girl, like
I think that is fun. I think those are con artists. I wouldn't call them beggars because I've experienced this before and it was in school in UNN. Final year, we had finished and I don't know if it was an exam or something. Working with my friends. There's that First Bank? Close to the old library. Yeah. So I was going to withdraw money. I don't know how the woman she looked like someone's mother. I know like she had this normal like the way women dress, like the typical average Nigerian woman. She had like this corporate kind of blouse that has the matching skirt and all. She was dressed like that, so she looked like a middle class mother, maybe looking around school for her child. And that was even why we even responded to her because she was like, hey, can I ask you guys? Can I tell you guys, or can I ask you guys something? Forgotten how exactly she put it. And we stopped now because we thought it was someone's mom and she maybe needed direction. And we stopped and she was like, that actually she came to Nsukka from Enugu and she needs to go back and she doesn't have transport fare. She needs transport fare. When I said, okay, how much do you need? And this woman said 1,000 naira. How much is it? I'm like, no, I'm like, how? From Enugu to Nsukka is like 250 or so. Why do you want 1,000 naira? And to show you how very naive and let me know if the word stupid I was. I actually told her, I don't have any cash with me. I want to go to the bank and withdraw money. She said, okay, fine. Let's go to the bank together. My friend kept looking at me like, this girl is too mad. But I just wanted to be nice, And so I told her, follow me to the bank. And we were going to the bank. She actually followed us to the bank. Oh. When we got to the bank, the queues were so much. I think I even tried to withdraw. No. I withdrew money, actually.
And she waited and she collected 1K from me.
No. And she told me, I told her, I think I told her I couldn't give her 1K, I'd give her maybe 500 or so. And then I told her, okay, after I joined I told her, I don't have change. I'm sorry, I tried my best, I don't have change, I have to go. She told me, no, you don't need to. Let's go to those women that sell things around and they'll find change for you. And that was when it was like the cloud that was, or the veil that was on my face just like fell. I was like, no ma, sorry, I cannot help you anymore, I left. And like, that's just, for me, that's just conartism. Like, you're just so confident. And the funny thing that I'm reading on it right now, and like, what the Confessions of a Professional a veteran con artist one time that was caught in 2004. His name is Jim, yeah. So he says that what con artists do is that they play on your emotions, because most times then I remember my father would tell us that you shouldn't be scammed, because if you are scammed, it means you're not smart. And I had that impression that people that are scammed are people that are dumb. And then this guy is coming to say that no, scam, like imagine he is saying that why would he waste his time scamming someone that is dumb and broke? They go for people that are smart and rich. And it's not even like it doesn't have anything to do with your intellect. They are playing with your emotions. That is why even all these 419s, they want to know personal things about you. They don't know that but I mean that's another this thing. But I think that is just connotation, not even arms begging, which is both of them on its own. I mean, say from when you have a disability, I can say that, and you know it just boils down to the improper structures in Nigeria, because if you have proper structures, there's supposed to be institutions that take care of disabled people.
Because sometimes you see people who are really, really sick. So and again, I'm using this place as an example because we pass every day. There's another woman who just begs, she has this tiny, I don't know if you've seen her. So I was watching TV a few days ago, and I learned that those things are actually like little tumors, and they can be removed. So it's like, I've forgotten the name they called it. It's like, how white people like to give big names to their illnesses. So it's like an abbreviation, MS what or something like, I can't remember. So it's like tiny tumors that are growing out of your body. And they were able to, I know the woman who it was an episode of The Doctors. If you watch it, you probably would have seen that. So they had to do like surgery, like they had to take time, and they were removing the tumors one after the other. Hers was very bad. Her face was always, like covered with all these things, and you know how these people are seeing you and they're looking at you from a distance like, oh, that's disgusting and stuff like that. And they did this thing for her free of charge, and I'm like, if we had systems that worked in Nigeria, there is no reason why somebody who is
probably in pains
will sit down on the roadside. I mean, you see people who say that they are NGOs, that they are non-government organizations. They bring people who are ill, who are probably. There's another man again here. I'm going to keep using this gate as an example. There's another man here that they bring here every other day in the week. He has a tumor in his eyes. You can see it. I'm very certain that thing is utterly painful. And an NGO, a supposed NGO, will bring him out, sit him under the sun, and say that they're begging for alms. That is absolutely wrong and disgusting. Like seriously, but I still, of course, the government has a role to play. If we had systems that worked, these things should not be happening. If we also had systems that worked, the government should not allow able-bodied individuals to carry their children and be begging on the streets. There is no reason why your child should be in school. I mean, and this is a state where, Lagos has a free education scheme, because a lot of schools in the West, a lot of public schools in the West have free education schemes ongoing. Your child should be in school, your child is on the road begging for money, and you give birth to them, and then you will see one person, they will go back, 5 children, you have 5 children, you have 6, 7 that you cannot take care of. That's utter wickedness. So it's not even, the people who are not giving money are not the wicked ones. You're the person who is wicked as a beggar, honestly, because I don't understand how people reason, in this manner. But it is what it is. Why I'm sad about this is that when people now genuinely need help, because of the cynicism that we've created in the minds of the average Nigerian, it's now hard to actually go out and help people, because you don't know who is telling the truth and who is not.
Same as this GoFundMe account. When it started newly, people would not waste time to help. But there have been cases of people that form GoFundMe accounts and just lie.
No reason.
They just want to scam people. Like people would make millions scamming people. So that means now that people actually need help, or when people actually need help.
You don't know when they really do need help, and when there's like crying wolf. There's this story that they told us in school about crying wolf. No, where their idiom came from. Anyways, well, that's it for us on our show today. Really, I mean, I don't know. Should people still give alms, regardless?
The thing about giving alms is that sometimes it's like we've been saying, it's hard to tell when it's genuine, and personally, I wouldn't want to be part of. I wouldn't want to contribute to something that is not genuine and real and that is fake. I would want to give someone that actually needed that help.
True.
And not fund something that is potentially maybe dangerous to that person or people in general.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's it for us on our show today. Be sure to follow us on our social media channels at Amori_Nigeria on Twitter and Instagram, and Amori Nigeria on Facebook and YouTube. Also be sure to follow us on our Facebook Messenger on Facebook at Amori Nigeria, so that you can get all the scoops of all our interesting videos, articles, and stories from around Africa. So till we see you again on another episode of The Poultry. Bye.